Hey everyone, Max here. Welcome to MinMax blog. Today, Max, am playing No Bad Cards Rug Delver, which I'm talking about in my article this week, through MTGL Legacy League. Not really going to do a deck tech since the article itself really outlines the deck and the history and stuff behind it. So if you want to see that, read the article. Link is in the description of this video. We are fortunately already queued up for match 1. Over here against Soldier of Fortune. I've won the die roll, and I'm going to play first. This hand is super solid. It's got a turn 2 Wrenn and Six, Daze backup. Really what I'm looking for. I'm going to keep this hand. I think I'm going to... So my opponent's mulliganing to 6, down to 5. I was originally going to do a fetch land pass kind of deal. But at this point, what I think I want to do, given that my opponent has mulliganed to 5, is try to ponder into something like a Force of Will or Force of Negation, since the decks that are more likely to beat me on 5 cards are the ones that are basically a Force of Will check quickly. So, like, I'm able to 2-for-1 myself if my opponent's already on 5 cards. Let's ponder. Force of Will, Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, that's perfect. So go 1, 2, 3, no shuffle. Flooded Strand, perfect. So here, given the fact that next turn I can play Wrenn and Six with Daze backup, or with Spell Pierce backup, and have Daze, I am super happy playing land go for 1 more turn, drawing my Spell Snare, and now going for it. Green, red, Wrenn and Six. Opponent's forcing, using Baleful Strix. I'm going to force back, pitching a Daze. Resolved, get my Delta, and we're off to the races. Awesome. Oh. What's happening here? Nothing, okay. Snapcaster Mage? It's Fangquaddle. Okay, well, I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to Spell Snare that. Actually, do I care about that? I don't. Should have thought about that. I don't. I don't think I care. I was going to Spell Snare, but I can just allow it to hit Wrenn and Six once, and I can minus against it. It doesn't really matter. I'd rather save Spell Snare for something that matters. The Wren's getting ticked down. That's okay. Let's ping that. Play a Delver. I'm going to play out this Delta. There's potentially an argument not to for extra cards to put away for Brainstorm, but I need a fetch land anyway to be able to shuffle the Brainstorm, so this is fine. Another Coatl. I'm less happy with this one. My opponent's on an interesting snow deck here. It's a Savannah Snow. Let's see what's on top of the library. Lonely Sandbar. I'm not going to reveal it, but I am going to draw it. This is sweet. So I get to cycle now. I get to return Sandbar with Wrenn and Six. And cycle it again. Awesome. Okay, so now I will Brainstorm. Put back 2 drops. I'm going to attack with Delver. Really no reason not to. I'll be sure to shuffle before my next upkeep. Palace Jailer, no. No. None of that. I'm gonna get a Volcanic or a Tropical because I have a second Volc already in my hand. Can we return? Oh man, I know that the Moto Shuffle bug isn't a real thing, but you saw we put 2 drops on top, we fetched one, and now we're revealing the other to Delver. That just feels so bad. I know it's not a shuffle bug, but it feels like a shuffle bug. Okay, so we're going to +1, return the Sandbar. Cycle the Sandbar. Ooh, Arcanist. That's awesome. I will play it. So, something you can see here is why I like Lonely Sandbar more than Fiery Islet. While I'm going off with Sandbar here, it's not using my land drop. I'm able to continue developing my mana. And what that meant is I'm able to both play Arcanist and leave up Spell Pierce. Granted, Spell Pierce isn't quite working right now, but in theory it's good. Night of Autumn. Sure, as a 4/3. Yep, it's a 4/3. Okay, cool. We flip a Delver? Yeah. Okay, so at this point I will return Sandbar again. Drawing an extra card every turn is really good. Cool, Preordain. Let's Preordain like this. On a Wasteland. I actually think I like Goyf as well. So I'm going to Wasteland the green. Play Goyf. And start crashing in there. So again, using the Sandbar did not eat up my land drop. Whenever a creature is exiled from the battlefield, I have to read this card, I haven't seen it before. Oh, so they're flickering and going crazy and stuff. So they'll, yeah, that doesn't, does that do anything? I guess it gets big. I don't really think I care. Talking. Okay, so they're going to flicker their Hierarch. And it becomes a 2/2. I kind of get it. Okay, so what do I want to do? I could shoot down the Hierarch. I kind of like this play. So I'm going to shoot the Hierarch with this Wrenn. Play a new Wrenn. Plus on Wasteland. Wasteland this green. Play this Goyf. And attack. Now my opponent can't do anything. They're down to 2 lands. They're going to be down to 1 land next turn. Cool, we got game 1. Interesting deck that my opponent's playing. It's kind of a... It's definitely an Arkham's Astrolabe deck, a snow deck. I like Winter Orb against it. They were playing a decent amount of blue cards. I think Pyroblast is probably live. Force of Negation didn't seem super good. I think they're playing a lot of creatures as removal, as opposed to removal as removal. Do I want stuff like Return to Nature? No, I don't think so. I think that I can potentially trim a Spell Pierce. And I don't really want to trim forces. I think that they'll have a few must counter threats for me. Maybe Chain Lightning also seemed quite live. Goyf seemed good, Arcanist seemed good. Everything seems good. Maybe I don't really need Winter Orb. Winter Orb does seem good. Too late. We submitted. This hand is a keep. Carpet. Okay. So they have a lot of mana now. I'm going to get a Trop here. And the reason I'm doing that is so that if I Brainstorm with this Trop and find, like, say, a red source into Bolt or something, I can then use that mana to Pyroblast or Bolt something. No. Not revealing Flooded Strand. I am going to play it because it doesn't give them doesn't give them mana with Carpet of Flowers. And it gives me a free Scry next turn. Both are great. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Upkeep? Are we flipping? No, and I don't really want to draw Trop. I will attack main phase 1. Red. I'll play Wrenn and Six. Turn a land. Pass turn. This non-bad opponent's got a lot of mana. My opponent's on a lure and I didn't quite realize it. Game 1. Opposition. That's what they're doing. Okay. Well, I can blow that up with Pyroblast. So let's reveal, hopefully. Nope. Let me get to main phase 1. Yep, okay, so I think here I want to shoot this. I'm going to tap something. I'm going to tap my Delver, that's fine. responsible, play my land first, so in case I need to Pyroblast something I can. And pass the turn. Looks like the opponent's flooding out a little bit. I'm okay with that. See if Delver finds us something good. Polluted Delta? Nope. I fetch? No, I think that what I do is I save this fetch. Yeah. I'm returning this Delta with Wrenn and Six, and I'm going to Brainstorm. I didn't want to play out more lands. Oh, jeez. Okay, well. When it rains, it pours. So we'll do the attack. Brainstorm again. Jeez, wow. Just so many lands. Okay. So many lands. Pretty bad for me. Worse for my opponent, if we're going to be honest. We know there's lands on top. Delver, reveal Delver. No. Let's crash in with these idiots. Should probably play another threat. I think it's the True-Name. Yeah. I forgot to use Wrenn and Six that turn. I might have. No, I didn't forget. My opponent just flooded out real hard that game. So we got the match. I'll see you all for round 2.